going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of ezBUCKETz. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are gonna love. We're gonna be talking about the Lakers, talking about a potential trade that we're just hearing about. Ever since the beginning of the season, Laker fans everywhere are saying, the Lakers need a shot blocker. The Lakers need an elite rim protector. And with that being said, for this video, we're going to be talking about the Lakers going for the best shot blocker in the NBA. So if you're a Laker fan and you want to know more, you're going to like this. But quickly, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to ezBUCKETz. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It would help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about the Lakers. The Lakers going for a shot blocker and a big man is not something NBA fans don't know about. A big part of why the Lakers were an NBA championship team last year was the size they had at their front court. They had Dwight Howard and they had JaVale McGee. And we all know what just happened this offseason. They lost both of those centers and replaced them with Montrezl Harrell and Marc Gasol. From what we're hearing so far, the Lakers are not happy with the Marc Gasol signing. So far, Marc Gasol has been the starting center for the Lakers, but honestly has not really done much to make the Lakers an elite team. The Lakers found success at their front court position last year, and right now with their centers not living up to expectation, they gotta make moves during this year's NBA trade deadline. This past offseason though, the Lakers also got Montrezl Harrell to a 1+1 deal. In my opinion, getting Montrezl Harrell was a great deal, a great decision. Montrezl Harrell brings an offensive punch off the bench. He's averaging about 14 points per game, but if there's one thing he does not bring, is size. He's an undersized center that isn't a consistent shot blocker. And with last year, the Lakers being one of the best interior defensive teams in the NBA, during this NBA trade deadline, the Lakers are trying to make their front court stronger defensively. As I make this video, the Lakers have a record of 26-13, which ranks them as the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. But with so many Laker fans wanting the Lakers to win the championship this year again, defend their last year's title, the Lakers have to be better. The Lakers have to be the 1st seed. And if there's one area they must improve on, it's definitely at that rim protection. Today, we just got some news from IndyStar that the New York Knicks, the LA Lakers, the LA Clippers, the Charlotte Hornets, New Orleans Pelicans are among those who have explored whether the Pacers are willing to part ways with the league's leading shot blocker, and we all know who that is. That is Myles Turner. When talking about Myles Turner, right now he is the best shot blocker in the NBA. Look at his stats. He's averaging 13.2 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, 1.0 assists, 1.0 steals, and averaging 3.4 blocks per game. Guys, Myles Turner is a beast in the paint. And right now with the Lakers literally only having Anthony Davis as a primary shot blocker, getting Myles Turner to play the center position alongside AD at the power forward, I believe this will be a dangerous, unstoppable front court. A big reason why the Lakers are being linked to Myles Turner is because of the relationship Myles Turner used to have with the Lakers' current head coach of Frank Vogel. A fun fact to know is that when Myles Turner was a rookie, Frank Vogel was actually the head coach of the Indiana Pacers and was the coach that actually gave Myles Turner an opportunity, gave him minutes to become the player he is today. Look at what Frank Vogel has to say about Myles Turner. Their size gives them a presence defensively. Myles is obviously the league leader in shot blocking, so we have to be smart about how we attack him there. Frank Vogel says this after the Lakers versed the Indiana Pacers, and by reading this alone, Frank Vogel has a lot of respect for his former player. And with the relationship being there and this connection, I believe Rob Pelinka and the front office have to make some moves, as this will not be a bad idea if ultimately Turner becomes available. As of right now, Myles Turner is playing amazing for the Pacers. He's one of the big reasons why they're in a winning situation, have a good chance on making the playoffs. But now the simple question is this: is Myles Turner available? This is what IndyStar says. If there's a move to be made, the Pacers aren't shopping Turner. Understand, however, the trade market can change on a dime. When they shipped Victor Oladipo to the Houston Rockets 2 months ago for LeVert, that kind of was a deal, wasn't there before the season tipped. What this says is that basically the NBA, anything can happen, and you never know. If the Indiana Pacers gets an offer that is unbeatable, that they have to accept, trading Myles Turner, it wouldn't be a bad idea, as they still keep their future of Domantas Sabonis. From what it looks like so far, Myles Turner joining the Los Angeles Lakers, joining LeBron James, it's kind of a dream. It's not likely, but I'm gonna tell you this, it's not impossible. With Myles Turner getting paid about $18 million this year, I do believe the Lakers have a trade available they can offer. So if the Lakers ultimately want Myles Turner, the first thing you have to note is that the Pacers are willing to trade him. So the question is, why would the Pacers trade him when he's the league leader in blocks? That's definitely a question that has the answer to they don't have to. But right now with Myles Turner getting so much attention, a lot of NBA contenders want him. NBA teams are smart enough to always listen to offers, and maybe the right one comes through the door. So for this video, we're gonna put in the scenario that Myles Turner is becoming available and teams have to fight for the best offer they can offer Indiana for them to accept. When talking about the Lakers, I have 3 trade scenarios that I believe the Indiana Pacers might be interested in, and when it comes to salary matching, all of these work. And I'm gonna tell you all 3, and you guys are gonna tell me which one is your favorite. The first trade on this list is the Lakers offering up Montrezl Harrell, Wesley Matthews, and Marc Gasol. And from the rumors we're hearing, this is the offer the Lakers are gonna offer Indiana first. If the Indiana Pacers are gonna lose a center, especially the best shot blocker, they're gonna at least want a big man back, and that's why Montrezl Harrell fits the criteria perfectly. He has a pretty good contract the Lakers can offer. In my opinion though, I do wish the Lakers can keep Montrez off the bench and then have Myles Turner as the starting center spot. But of course I understand why the Indiana Pacers won't just give up Myles Turner for nothing. A lot of Laker fans want the Lakers to trade away Marc Gasol, and I believe if trading Marc Gasol in a package to get a better center, it makes a lot of sense that this deal would work. But then if the Lakers don't want Marc Gasol, I have another trade scenario, which is the Lakers offering up Montrezl Harrell, Wesley Matthews, and instead of Marc Gasol, it's going to be Alex Caruso. And this makes more sense financially, and of course when it comes to a long-term plan for the Indiana Pacers. After losing Oladipo, the Indiana Pacers want more of a backcourt depth. In this trade, they get frontcourt and backcourt depth, which means they lose Myles Turner, but get good return in value. The Lakers right now don't have a lot of draft picks to offer, but they do have a pretty good one of a 2027 first round pick. I know that's 5 years from now, 6 years from now, but you never know. The Lakers draft picks in the future might be worth it for the Indiana Pacers. But then the last trade scenario I have in mind is my personal favorite, and that's the Lakers offering up KCP, Caruso, and Marc Gasol instead of losing Montrezl Harrell, which I mentioned earlier. I still want the Lakers to have Montrez off the bench and then Myles Turner in the starting center spot. KCP is getting more than Montrezl Harrell, so when it comes to a salary aspect, this matches perfectly, but the problem is Montrezl Harrell has more value than KCP. That's why the Indiana Pacers would want Montrez instead. But in my opinion, this is the best case scenario for the Lakers, but not the best case scenario for the Indiana Pacers. The Lakers getting Myles Turner would almost be unstoppable, so I do believe if the Indiana Pacers are going to give him to the Lakers, they're going to need Montrez. I'm simply imagining a death lineup of Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Kuzma, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Myles Turner. I believe this lineup would be disgusting, and then having Montrez off the bench, oh boy, the Brooklyn Nets are no match for the Lakers. Right now with the Brooklyn Nets being so competitive, they're getting better this season already. They got James Harden and they just got Blake Griffin. I believe the Lakers are going to be very active during this year's NBA trade deadline to make sure they can keep up, they can compete, and defend their championship. And when it comes to an area they have to improve on, their shot blocking front court is a very important thing they must get better at immediately. But if there's one player that I believe they can target that's not Myles Turner, that can still bring them rim protection and also get better at their interior defense, he's a cheaper option. I'm talking about Hassan Whiteside, who is currently of the Sacramento Kings. When talking about Whiteside right now, he's currently in a very bad situation. He's on the Kings, but he's in the rotation behind Nemanja Bjelica, Richaun Holmes, and even Marvin Bagley. Hassan Whiteside is not being utilized to his maximum potential. And right now, with the Lakers needing a front court player that can shot block at an elite level, we all know Hassan Whiteside's ability. He's shown us in the past what he can do. Last year, being the starting center for the Portland Trail Blazers, Hassan Whiteside led the league in blocks per game at 2.9. And I believe with him right now looking for kind of a fresh restart, going to a championship contender of the Lakers would do that for him perfectly. The Kings are putting Hassan Whiteside right now in so much active trades, and I believe if the Lakers can offer up maybe Markieff Morris or even Alfonso McKinney, maybe a second round pick in exchange for Whiteside, the Kings would accept, and the Lakers will finally find their new starting center over Marc Gasol. Hassan to the Lakers is a very popular opinion, a very popular rumor, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers get him instead of Myles Turner. So ultimately, guys, this wraps up my video for today on the possibility of the Lakers getting Myles Turner, and I believe if they can get him, it's a win championship situation. They're gonna win for sure. Their roster will be perfect and well balanced. What's most important to me is one of your thoughts. Do you believe Myles Turner will be traded? Do you believe the Lakers should pursue him? Let me know what you're thinking down in the comment section down below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!
I got it.